So I think I just did a video on buttermilk biscuits, and I think I mentioned in there doing some homemade sausage gravy, and then I got another one coming up later that I'm gonna do too, that I love to eat with these buttermilk biscuits. So on to the sausage gravy. So one step that I did do before getting you on camera so you don't have to sit and watch is you're gonna wanna brown up 12 ounces pound of whatever sausage that you like. And when you're done, you just kind of take a slotted spoon and get that sausage out of there, so you're kind of left with that little bit of fat that's left over in there essentially. You can either season this however you like. We get ours unseasoned, seasoned. I just use a little bit of breakfast sausage seasoning. And then right after it's brown, I like to add about a tablespoon of maple syrup to it. Just that little tiny bit of sweetness, and with this kind of essentially kind of a country gravy in a way, just really, I think, really brings it to life. So anyway, we are on about a medium-high heat. We're going to add 3 tablespoons of butter, and we're going to get that melted. And then once we get the butter melted in here, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of flour, and we're just going to keep stirring it, essentially creating that roux that you would do for any gravy. We're just going to kind of stir that till it's a little bit brown. Just trying to get the butter melted here, along with your pork fat. So our butter is just about melted. So we're going to go ahead and add our 1/4 cup of flour to it. Ooh, a little splash back. And you can already see it's kind of turning brown. Just want to make sure that butter and flour get mixed up really good. Okay, so now we're going to want to start to gradually whisk in the milk. It calls for 3 cups. I have learned, you can use 2%. I have learned that whole milk is definitely better in this. So I did get whole milk this time at the store, knowing I had a couple recipes calling for it last time I went. So we got 3 cups. I'm just going to gradually start kind of whisking it in. And it should kind of turn, as you're doing this, it kind of thickens right away off the bat. That's okay. That's what you should be seeing. So after I get that first initial, I really do just a little bit at a time. I've noticed it does help to kind of keep that the lumps out as much as you might think it's going to look lumpy. It's not. And then make sure when you're whisking that you get around the sides of your pan and across the bottom. You don't just want to sit here like this. You want to make sure you're getting those corners too. And that also helps prevent that. So we're going to go ahead. I've got about a cup of milk left to add in here. And you're going to continue to cook this over about a medium-high heat. I had about 1 more cup of milk left to add. I'm going to kind of do this little bit of process by myself because you're going to have to continue to whisk this till it thickens. And I will catch up with you once it thickens to show you the next step. It's been about 5 minutes now. As you can see, it's nice and thickened up. It will thicken up a little bit more in the next step. I just kind of turn this down more towards like a low, medium low. Because now you're going to add salt and pepper to taste. I definitely add the pepper to it. Gotta have a little bit of pepper in there with your gravy. Salt, I just give kind of a little bit of a sprinkle. I figure everybody, they can add their own pepper and their own salt. But I do like to add a little bit of pepper to that. This is also the stage after you get that mixed in there that you're going to go ahead and add your sausage back in. So you got your sausage mixed in there. At this point now, we're going to reduce our heat all the way down to a simmer. And we're going to let this cook for somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes. Just to let it finish thickening up. So you can kind of keep an eye on it. You don't have to constantly whisk it at this point. You can just kind of try to, stir it once in a while just to make sure it's not sticking or burning to the bottom. But this is just kind of to let it thicken up just a little bit more to that good sausage gravy that we like. Like I said, maybe 10, 15 minutes, could be sooner than that. So you just want to kind of keep an eye on it and just give it a little stir once in a while. And once that's done, I will show you the end result. So it's actually probably only been about 5 minutes. Now, if you do simmer this a little longer and you don't catch it and it does become too thick, you can add a little bit more milk to it. But I think we're at a pretty good consistency there. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the stove off. So that's it. That's some homemade sausage gravy to go with the buttermilk biscuits that I just made. I think Mike's going to hand me that camera now, and I'll go ahead and show you the recipe. So... the lighting's kind of a little poor spot here, but there you go. That's it. If you have any questions, definitely comment and I will help you out the best that I can. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will bring more of this to you. I'm going to clean up here, and then I got one more video that I want to do that would go along with those homemade buttermilk biscuits that we did. So thank you, and I'll be checking in with you shortly. What are you doing? What are you doing? He's a dork. I can never keep him out of the food while I'm cooking. Catch up with you later.